begun, silently moving along the road, leading her to the day she'd be old. She sighed and cried, and a tear did fall, all on this bright new morning. Walking through the dusky town with a myriad of dreams, the children of the waking world were not quite what they seem, worrying and hurrying through their days, statues on a stage so set in their ways. She sighed and cried, and a tear did fall, all on this bright new morning. She walked the paths of ages past, searched behind her eyes, wondered why it took so long for her to realize death is life and life's a game. Now and then are all the same. She sighed and cried, and a tear did fall, all on this bright new morning.
Long ago and far away in a land that no one knows, lived an aged puppet with strings tied to his toes. Only 1 foot high was he, and he wore a feathered hat, and he was king of the world of strings, and his name was Benjamin Bratt. Now one day Ben and a long-time friend were walking through fields of green. His trousers were of finest silk, his shoes the shiniest seen. His strings were made of silver, how they glistened in the sun. And every time those strings were pulled, our Benjamin Bratt could run. Run till he'd come to the castle of fun, where puppets they spent their days. Some would mend their broken strings, while others in the gardens lays. Now Benjamin, he was the king, with servants 3, 4, 5. Our puppets bowed and cried aloud, Lord Benjamin on high. Victorious puppets in the battles for their lands. He led them through the darkest woods and over golden sands. Now Benjamin, he was the toast of puppets as they praised. By Benjamin, the puppet king will be forever saved.
But Benjamin and his silver strings, they tarnished with the days. And in the children's cupboard he gently passed away, and the puppets they built a statue in honor of what he'd done. And with his strings the bell now rings within the castle of fun.
Now long ago and far away, in a land that no one knows, lived an aged puppet with strings tied to his toes. Only 1 foot high was he, and he wore a feathered hat. And he was king of the world of strings, and his name was Benjamin Bratt.
I'm sitting here wondering what will become of me after the swan in a gale, or a boat with no sail, or a star with no light. Perhaps I'll be me, watch the day lazily, enter my eyes with delight. I'm sitting here wondering what will become of me after the night. I could be a king with a minstrel to sing me a love lullaby. Just be myself and come down from the sky. Then I'll awake as the sun tries to break through the curtains that hide me awake. I'm sitting here wondering what will become of me after today. unseen. I rise from my bed, hold my hands to my head, and my body just soaks in the fight. I'm sitting here wondering what will become of me after the night.
Jack-o'-lanterns, a giant drone. 14 feet tall he stood. A highwayman of note was he. All you bakers, beware. Don't go out into the darkness. Jack-o'-legs is waiting for you there. The men who feared his deadly threat agreed to end his mighty reign. They lay in wait at dawn's first light within the churchyard, hidden from view. They heard his footsteps on the stones, prayed for the devil to take his soul. With clubs and sticks they fell upon him, bound him tight, oh so tightly. Struck out his eye and carried him away to die. On the gallows high he stood. This proud to the sky. The shot that flew. 3 miles over woods and dales to mark the place where he must fly.
A song. Will you listen, will you sing along? And I'll do my best for you, the very, very best that a man can do. If you'll sing, if you'll sing, if you'll sing along, along, if you'll sing along. Oh flower, how your colours run, let me place you high above the sun, and I'll do my best to help you grow high above the sky so everyone will know. And you'll look fine, kissing the sunshine, and I will sing you a song. And if I sing you a song, will you listen, will you sing along? And I'll do my best for you, the very, very best that a man can do. If you'll sing, if you'll sing, if you'll sing along, along, if you'll sing along. How your colours run. Are you sad because your day is done? Well, I will paint a wish for you. By morning light you'll shine like new, and you'll fly high to touch the sky. sing you a song. And if I sing you a song, will you listen, will you sing along? And I'll do my best for you, the very, very best that a man can do. If you'll sing, if you'll sing, if you'll sing along, along, if you'll sing along.
Watching hours passing by, forgetting she's alone. Birds retreat as she rises to her feet, searching for her broken heart upon the sandy streets. She pauses for a while, and then she smiles. The birds are singing a sweet Midsummer Symphony. La da 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 da, dee da, dee da 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 da. Her love appears through the haze of wasted years. She dances on the stones, still dampened by her tears. She sees, she believes, the rolling seas can understand her and sail her to her lover's heart. girl staring over the sea, wondering where her lover can be. Grasping fingers tickling the waves to catch their tears before they splinter in the caves.
Bookshop at the corner of the town. No one ever went there, for they thought it had closed down. And there an old librarian, bespectacled and old, dusted down the antique shelves of stories yet untold. La 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 la. Dee dum dee dum doo da dum da. There was an aged volume with its covers worn and frail, within its pages untold tales of Sam the One-Eyed Snail. By night he slept beneath the tree beside a river dam. By day he wandered through the woods and in the river swam. La 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 la. Dee dum dee dum doo da dum da. Well, autumn came, brought the rain, and leaves began to fall, and from his tree old Sam could see beyond the dance at all. The water rose above his toes, and Sam began to think, there's a hole somewhere I must repair, for if I don't I'll sing. La 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 la. Dee dum dee dum doo da dum da. So Sammy swam along the dam until he found the leak, and seeing that it was his size and that the dam was weak, his bravery surpassed his strength. He squeezed himself inside, and in that hole, so damp and cold, our Sam the brave snail died. La 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 la. Dee dum dee dum doo da dum da. Well, no one knew Sam had gone from the town beside the brook, for no one ever passed the dam and no one read the book. But when the shop is painted and those dusty books are sold, everyone will read of Sam, that one-eyed snail so bold. La 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 la. Dee dum dee dum doo da dum da. La 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 la. Dee dum dee dum la 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 la.
What is asleep with no dream? What is a shepherd with no sheep? What is a river with no start? What is a girl with no heart? What is a man who doesn't understand? I don't understand. What is an ocean with no depth? What is a love with nothing left?
What is a tree with branches dead? A feeling in your heart that's left unsaid. What is a man who doesn't understand? I don't understand. A dream is in the peace of troubled mind. A stream is in the land we try to find. The river joins the stream to make us strong, and my strength's in the early morning song. That's what I am. That's what I understand. What am I to you? Am I just a clown to make you smile? A fancy good you favored for a while? Will you stay by my side for things I stand? Will you through paths of darkness lead my hand? I hope you see I gave all I could of me and nothing more. Now I have no frame of mind to speak. My eyes are blurred by tears, my tongue is weak. I see you smile and blow a kiss. I touch my lip and thank you for the wish. I'll never know just why you had to go so far away. Now feel like a king without a friend. A castle kingdom I cannot defend. A cavalry of self-defenseless sins attack me like a bird of powerful wings. What can I do? It's leading me to a broken-hearted land.
his windswept curls silhouetted by the moon. No one said hello when he entered the saloon. Nobody will ever know that Polka Joe was alone. Showed his hand to a deputy man who shot him to the ground. Showed his hand to a deputy man who shot him to the ground. The bar was full, the beers were pulled as the very first hand was played. The tension froze and the bidding rose as the passing hands were laid. Leaving only Polka Joe to face the deputy. $1 rise to help disguise 4 aces and a 3. Nobody will ever know that Polka Joe was alone. Showed his hand to a deputy man who shot him to the ground. Showed his hand to a deputy man who shot him to the ground. Money piled and Polka Joe smiled, revealing not a clue. The deputy growled, I'll see you now, and down his hand Joe threw. 4 aces and a 3, played 4 sevens and a 4. Joe counted up his money and he headed for the door. Nobody will ever know where Polka Joe was born. Showed his hand to a deputy man who shot him to the ground. Showed his hand to a deputy man who shot him to the ground. Cheated me, said deputy, you'll never leave the door. But Joe decided that, my friend, you shouldn't be so sure. His saddlebag was tightened as he pushed the man aside. 3 bullets in his back with those as he prepared to ride. Nobody will ever know where Polka Joe was born. Showed his hand to a deputy man who shot him to the ground. Showed his hand to a deputy man who shot him to the ground. Joe, he staggered, spilling blood, he died in innocence. The deputy in court was free, the verdict self-defense. And it said the bloodstained trail that in Silvertown no more. 2 4 aces and a 3, beat 4 sevens and a 4. Nobody will ever know where Polka Joe was born. Showed his hand to a deputy man who shot him to the ground. Showed his hand to a deputy man who shot him to the ground.